boy, you gonna be in trouble this evening. You got a good man in front of you.
What makes a champion? It starts with desire. Then you need determination, because only one has the will to win. Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. Come and engage in the experience of the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. The Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It all goes down on Judgment Day. For more information, visit www.swac.org. Honor the heritage.
Started my Camry, went to the auction, won a storage locker, found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner, reunited them, hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas to form a sturdy, spirited association. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. From the southeastern region of the United States in Alabama to the second largest state in the country in Texas, the parishes of Louisiana through the Mississippi River, and the natural state of Arkansas. Students from all over the world demonstrate the ability to perform, achieve, and excel in scholastic activities. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. Create your world of contacts and friendships that last a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
If you are looking for exciting academic programs, Southern University is the place for you. Southern University has maintained its legacy of excellence for more than a century by offering top-notch programs like nursing, business, and engineering. So join the thousands of graduates who call SU home and enjoy all the wonderful opportunities offered at Southern University and A&M College.
Childhood pneumonia claims the lives of over 2 million children every year, but fresh hope is at hand. One pioneering scientist is using nanobiotechnology to isolate, target, and cure this global killer. When Dr. Sri Singh isn't fighting the world's deadliest diseases, he's teaching biology at ASU. When we teach class, the world takes note.
Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson, Dwyla Fisher, as we get set for match number 2. Alabama State may have anticipated a match number 2 tonight. I don't think that Southern University was in favor of this occurring, but Coach, we got it, whether Southern U liked it or not. Alabama State obviously did. It's a double elimination tournament. Let's talk about very briefly the first match and what Southern U's got to do differently, what Alabama State's got to continue to do.
Southern's going to have to go back and get to game 1. At game 1, set 1 of match 1 was awesome for Southern. And they came out with the confidence. They were fired up. They were on top of things. They were pounding the ball. Defense was on track. And then it just kind of stopped. And Alabama State kind of picked up where they left off. So they're just going to have to regain the confidence, play as a unit, and then they're going to have to put balls down, make smarter plays.
Well, we are getting ready for the action to occur on the hardwood. As a matter of fact, as we speak, the Lady Jags and the Lady Hornets ready to enter the field of competition. So we're going to turn our thoughts and attentions to the hardwood as well. Coach, obviously the momentum belonged to Southern U coming in. They were out of the winner's bracket, didn't have a blemish on the tournament record. That momentum, that favoritism, if you will, is it now in the hands of Alabama State?
I don't think so. Again, I think we're back at 0-0. I think we're back at 0-0 because this is like another championship match.
Well, then we're going to let these Titans decide then who takes home that big hardware.
And I think they're ready.
Jaguars and Lady Hornets, you got some bonus volleyball. As a result of an Alabama State win, they have forced what is, in essence, the if game. And now the if game becomes the championship game, as the Jaguars saw a tremendous amount of momentum, as you mentioned, in that opening set. I mean, they weren't just impressive in the opening set.
They were outstanding.
And then it was as if that impressiveness kind of hopped over to the other side of the net, and the Hornets just turned it on, and for 3 sets looked dynamite.
I think that was kind of like what happened to Alabama State. When they came in the tournament, they were unblemished. And then they lost to Jackson State, so then they had to reestablish that momentum again. So Southern coming into the tournament had not lost. They've been on the winning side, and now I think that was that loss. So both teams have a loss, and now they're playing for it all right now.
I never have been the kind of guy that said, you know, the officiating played a role. I wonder, though, in that last match, if officiating did not, to some extent, maybe not play on the floor, but it just seemed to take a little bit out of the life of the atmosphere, the delays, the lengthy ones we had where the officiating was concerned.
I think we have some great officials, but I do think that it's important for them to take command of the game. And as a down ref, it's important for you to make sure that of course you want to keep the coaches happy and you want to explain what happens to them, but you want to keep the momentum of the game going as well.
Speaking of delays, we currently have one, and I don't think it is official implicated, or is it? I see the official on the far sidelines in a conversation with Penny Lucas-White. Don't you love the personality, though, by the way, of Penny Lucas-White? I mean, even that instance in the first match where her team served and there wasn't a Jag on the other side of the floor, just that smile breaks across her face. You can tell, and I'm sure the same is true for Vanessa Jacobs, but it just seems to be so much more visible how much she loves the game of volleyball.
She does. She's been coaching a long time. She has an impressive resume that she brings to Alabama State. Winning is inside of her, and that's what she tries to instill into her players. And now it looks like we're ready to play volleyball.
Southern University will serve. And we've got things underway with Diamond Williams serving an ace. What a way to start for the Lady Jags.
Diamond comes out, and she looks more poised in her serves. And Southern gets on top 1-0.
Williams again with a serve. Set to the left side and delivering with a kill is Rachel Smith.
Rachel Smith, she was kind of in the right place. But the hitter, she took advantage of the fact that the outside hitter, she was flying. She kind of went past that antenna.
Lobbed across the net, picked up by Messia. Two-handed shove. Put over by Clark.
She used the net, and the net was in her favor. Kind of trickled down the net and fell on the side of Southern. Point for Alabama State.
And it's Rachel Smith who will serve. Two-handed pass, Macias. It is blocked and blocked in. Tierra Kelly, you talked about in the opening match how impressive she has been every time we watched her play. Today's been no exception.
And when you have Kelly and Bennett up there on that block, that's impressive, and that's some leadership, strong leadership for Alabama State. And then what do we have? A service error. And Southern, again, gets a chance to tie the score.
Early into the set, and the service error and the service ace already. Mariah Clayton serving. Hammer towards the backcourt, goes out. And tied at 3 each.
Right. That's probably one of Bennett's very few errors that she's had in the game, because she's been able to connect on all sets.
Mariah Clayton again with a serve. Sends it over to the opposite side. That is Chelsea Scott. One-handed shove. Clark.
And that's a lift called. Oh, they called her in the net.
Southern grabs the lead, and it's the serve that stays in the hands of Clayton. Service error number 2. So of the 7 points that were on the board accumulatively, now 8. One's been an ace and 2 have been service errors.
That serve was long. She has an impressive serve, and you want to always try to make sure she can earn points off a serve. There's a dink over the net for Southern, and they're back on top by 1.
A reminder, fans, the 2015 SWAC Men's and Women's Golf Championship takes place at the Links of the Bayou and Oak Wing Golf Club in Alexandria, Louisiana. It happens in April. And Southern U now with a 2-point lead.
And that's off a double contact by one of the players, not the setter for Alabama State.
Let's see us with a serve, picked up in the backcourt by Erica Thompson. She's a new face on the floor. The 5'9" senior is from Toledo, Ohio.
And Kelly delivers yet another blow.
Back to service, Ellen Jones, the 5'9" senior. An overpass that's put back by Marshall.
Smart play. Find the ball. As a middle hitter, that's what you do. Your job is to find the ball.
Ellen Jones, the senior, will serve.
It's a good pass. Kind of set was off, but Malone goes up and gets that one. I don't think Alabama State quite knew whether or not it was on their side, but Malone made sure to inform them that it was on their side at the end.
Launched to the opposite side of the floor. And the violation is on Ellen Jones.
Ellen Jones is a back row player, and she jumped at the net and it was contacted by the other team. That leads us to a timeout.
And with the timeout, we will take one as well. 8-6 advantage. It is Southern University with a lead. Championship game on SDN.
Started my Camry, went to the auction, won a storage locker, found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner. Reunited them. Hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
It is almost as if both teams have worked the cobwebs, the butterflies, whatever you want to call it out, and now they're down to some serious volleyball, and this is do or die.
Nothing after this. For one team, both teams are they're going to try to be on their P's and Q's and make everything count.
Tipped over, and it's tipped over by Malone.
Malone was trying to make sure that she was going to be already up there. Kind of like an overpass. Instead of tried to save it, but was unsuccessful.
Set by Coleman. Dig by Clayton. Battle on the fence. Retrieved. Pretty impressive from Shantae Clark.
Shantae Clark is ready. She came around on the off hit, and she wanted to make sure that that was in. But that all stemmed from a good defensive play.
And Matafelo serving, and out it goes. I make that in, it stays. And it's a 10-7 game.
Diamond coming back into the game. I think on that play they were kind of missing that libero. They are so important for that back row play.
Wansang with a serve to the opposite side. Carr tries it again, blocked in.
Southern is confident in their hit, but they need to make sure they keep someone back deep for those balls that are blocked long.
Bump pass, steps up Malone. Coleman on the opposite side. Dig, and a nice one by Clayton.
Free ball to Alabama State. See if they can use it.
They do.
They do.
Brianna Dorsey makes it a 1-point ball game. You hear the boxing match scenario overused probably, but it's just so adequate in describing the punch and counter punch.
It is. It is. I think we can use all of them. All of our sports cliches, home runs, short runs, all of them. They all can fit because it's been a struggle. It's been that kind of match. Stop and go and back and forth.
Bump to the middle. Impressive is Mila Marshall.
She took the first contact and then she set up the hit, and they went right back to her and rewarded her for her great defensive effort.
Over to the opposite side of Malone, and Malone gets the double block. Not only Dorsey, but you got some Marshall to contend with as well.
That ball was set a little bit far off the net, and therefore that gave the block time to set up.
Timeout on the floor. Now it's Alabama State who has grabbed the lead and the momentum shift. SWAC Digital Network is in Baton Rouge.
Boy, you gonna be in trouble this evening. You got a good man in front of you.
What makes a champion? It starts with desire. Then you need determination, because only one has the will to win. Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. Come and engage in the experience of the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. The Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It all goes down on Judgment Day. For more information, visit www.swac.org. Honor the heritage.
Back to the Clifford Seymour Gymnasium. We are on the campus of Southern University. Lady Jaguars trying to win one in front of the home fans. 12-10 advantage. Current lead belongs to Alabama State, and probably adequate to say current because you never know how long that will stay in the hands of one.
Rally point gives everybody an opportunity to have hope. And sometimes that hope turns into progress, and progress turns into wins.
Into the net, the service error.
These young ladies have been very diligent in their effort of trying to, do the best for their teams. And I would have to say, playing 2 matches and the first one going to 4. That they're just going back and forth with big-time blocks. They're making big-time plays on both sides of the net.
We may be on the same page because I was just about to ask you about the fatigue factor of having played so much volleyball. And it's not just this evening. They played volleyball this morning. They played volleyball yesterday. Does that weigh in the favor of a stronger defense when you have got, if fatigue starts to become a factor, is it the team that's got the better defense that has the advantage?
Yes and no. I would probably say the team that plays the smartest. Because sometimes, while you can make a big-time hit, you can really get that point with the D. So it's about conserving your energy and using it when it's best needed. But defense is also going to play a big part. But like I say, just smarter plays to conserve that energy.
Certainly to a deeper bench. I mean, if you've got a deeper bench to pull from, it makes that fatigue factor stall a bit.
I think both teams have a good bench, but probably Alabama State having the deeper bench. But, the one thing about coming in off the bench is you're a little bit cold. And whereas these young ladies have been playing just, they're already warm. But bench play is awesome because that's what you do. You're supposed to come off the bench and you're supposed to deliver that big-time play, cold or not.
Brooke Beasley, the 6-foot senior from Winfield, Alabama, on the serve. Her team up by 4. Shove to the opposite side. Macias, it got the antenna, and it got the antenna off of Macias.
That's a 5-point lead by Alabama State. Just seems like they came out just a little bit more poised.
Hammered across, picked back up on the opposite side, shoved to the opposite side of the floor. That is Rachel Smith, who sends it back over to Southern U. Nicely dug out by Malone.
Yes, that was a very hard hit ball.
Another very hard hit ball that winds up coming over and getting our camera operator.
I think she's okay. But that was a hard hit ball. These young ladies, and like you say, with the fatigue, they're still pounding the ball. Block. Amber was up there waiting. I think Amber had been there since yesterday on that block.
Timeout on the floor. We will take a break as well. The SWAC Digital Network is bringing you the volleyball championships on SDN. Right now, Alabama State with a lead.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Volleyball today, but not too far from now, football. The championship game, the countdown has begun to the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It happens December 6th in Houston, Texas at NRG Stadium. To get your tickets and for more information, visit swacfootball.org. Brooke Beasley will serve to resume play as Alabama State has grabbed a 7-point lead.
Confusion on who was going to hit that ball, but there's no confusion on the point of Alabama State. It's a good set.
Back set to Kelly, and there goes Kelly.
That was an awesome set by Beasley. Beasley, what she did was she changed the direction of the hit, which meant that that middle blocker followed her, thinking that they were going outside for set up an awesome back set.
Malone will send it across. Coleman on the receiving end. And into the tip across. Macias able to drop it in.
Good job. Good job. That's how you stop the momentum. But you stop it at 13-20. So again, here we're looking for, going back to looking for some perfect play from Southern.
The libero of the year, Diamond Williams with a serve. Out. Clark trying to send it back over and disgruntled with a shot that did not wind up on the floor, but out of play.
Seems like Alabama State is just playing a little bit smaller. They're just trying to time their efforts and utilize them.
We were talking earlier about using old cliches, but it does seem as though Alabama State has gotten their swagger back, if you will.
Yeah. And that was one of those shots that told us why Diamond Williams was the libero of the year, getting a hard shot up like that.
Kelly off Malone.
Kelly has continued to abuse the line. I think that's the term I'm going to use. She has went down the line every time, making it just, they don't know if she's going cross, if she's going line, but she's just hitting. And everything's falling for her.
Put across by Smith. Setting up Macias. And it is Southern University that picks up the points. Couple of hits, one Lady Hornet.
Southern tries to get back into this game, 14-22. I say rally point, still not out of it, but again, looking for perfect play.
Tipped over by Kelly, and Macias does the same, setting up Kelly again. Kelly with a roll shot, and it's a 23-14 lead.
I know we haven't talked a lot about Brooke Beasley, but Brooke, that setter, she's doing great things on the other side of that net. She's making sure everybody's involved. She's playing offense and defense. And as a coach, that's what you want.
Coleman into the net.
Beasley's cheering her team on regardless of the service error, trying not to let them get down. She's being that leader.
Williams picking up Scott's shot. We are now at set point for Alabama State.
I think Southern is making some unforced errors, and unforced errors result in the lead that Alabama State has currently. As they try to close out game one, Southern says no with a wonderful kill.
And then, of course, coming from Leila E. Matafayo. She's been playing just as much as ever. The name is difficult.
It is.
Set point again.
It's a good hit.
Coleman can't get to it.
And Layla again delivers that blow. They're trying to hang on in there. Perfect play.
Set point save again, 24-17. To the opposite side. It is in, and the set comes to an end. Compliments of Amber Bennett. So the opening set, 25-16, and I would say at this particular point, if there had not been momentum established, although after you win 3 sets in a row, you got to believe Alabama State's got the momentum. But when you take the opening set of this one, what is now the championship, we got momentum in the hands of the Lady Hornets.
What happens is, as Southern came in undefeated, it's like, regardless of the fact, if we lose this game, they have to beat us again. But now, like you say, we're past that point. We're to the point that there is nothing after this, and you need to win. And win or go home, our wonderful cliches, it's win or go home. They're at home, but still, win and continue to play.
We will see what set number 2 has in store. By the way, just comparatively speaking, in the opening match, it was a dominant opening set performance by Southern U, and Alabama State came back. The reverse could be true when we come back on the SWAC Digital Network.
Boy, you gonna be in trouble this evening. You got a good man in front of you.
What makes a champion? It starts with desire. Then you need determination, because only one has the will to win. Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. Come and engage in the experience of the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. The Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It all goes down on Judgment Day. For more information, visit www.swac.org. Honor the heritage.
Started my Camry. Went to the auction. Won a storage locker. Found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner. Reunited them. Hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
We got the stats from the first set and the coach's eye. I know when it views the statistics automatically, there are certain things that just draw your attention. What are they?
What you'd be surprised is they actually have relatively the same amount of kills, with Southern having 10 and Alabama State having 12. But what catches the coach's eye is Alabama State having 1 error and Southern having 8. So that would probably make you understand the difference in the points from the last game.
Well, we will see what set 2 has and what you might see out of set 2 that gives us some insight as to exactly why one team wins and one does not. Coleman trotting on to the floor. More attempts and more errors came on the Southern U side.
Which you wouldn't think with the score, but it's all about the execution.
Brooke Beasley will start things off and try to continue the momentum.
Brooke's been a solid player. She's been a leader on the court.
Shot blocked by Scott.
Good save by Brooke.
Bailey Neubauer, by the way, is on the floor. She is a 6'4" redshirt freshman from California. Lobbed across to the opposite side of the floor. Picking up the pass is Thompson, and there is a whistle that stops play.
And once again, I think we see the frustration from Malone. She's a great player. She needs to stay grounded so that she can keep her team together. She's one of those leaders on the team, and she doesn't need to show her frustration so that it doesn't feed off and everybody feels the same thing.
Wan Sang serving, double block, picked up nicely on the opposite side. Two-handed shove to the backcourt. Wan Sang's got it. Crosser goes to Smith, but before Smith can even try a shot, the whistle stops play, and Southern U picks up point 2.
That would probably be one of the rare miscues. Rare miscues for the setter on Alabama State's side. Brooke Beasley's been doing a great job running the floor.
Clayton on the serve. Smith picked up by Macias. Left side, outside shot. Malone got all kinds of fingertips, and it comes into our direction.
And make sure that it's unreturnable. It actually went through 2 defenders. So Malone gets back on track.
And Clayton will continue to serve. An overpass that was almost banged away by Lena Matafeo. No chance to bring it across for Malone. Well, again, a reminder that Alabama State came into the day knowing that they would advance to the NCAA volleyball tournament because of APR restrictions where Southern University is concerned. But Southern U's got something to play for. They want that big SWAC trophy and bragging rights.
And also the young women, despite all of the things that are going on, there's still positive play on the Southern University side. And what that's telling our conference is that regardless of whatever's going on, we're still recruiting quality athletes to the SWAC Athletic Conference.
Kelly with a roll shot, tipped it over the block. You've got a look of disdain by Clark. She thought she had the pancake. The official thought otherwise.
And that's normally a good play, but again, we don't see everything from over here. Look good, but we don't see everything from over here.
Leila Matafeo going long.
What's interesting is that Alabama State runs a 6-2 offense. So what they do is every time the setter gets to the, they change setters on the back row. So now, Ellen Jones has come in, and she's going to set while Brooke Beasley's on the bench.
By the way, I noticed Tierra Kelly left the gymnasium. She's gone out of the building. So let's see if Southern U exploits the fact that a very powerful outside hitter is off the floor.
Okay. Well, they took advantage at that point. And now Penny Lucas-White making some changes to try to account for that.
Leila Matafeo serving. Trying to bang it over is Marshall.
Some good defense right there by Ellen.
Dorsey with the free ball.
And Scott on her way back in.
And here comes Kelly back into the gymnasium, and Well, I'm not sure. I won't speculate. I don't know if, well, it looks like maybe a little wrap on the finger, possibly.
Perhaps she still looks like she's in high spirits, so it looks like she might be definitely going back in the game. And number 14, Lorena Rosario, she serves that one into the net.
From the Dominican Republic.
And in comes back Erica Thompson.
Here's the serve from Clark. Hits the backboard of the basketball.
And I assume that they've deemed all of that playable.
Because it was played off of it.
Because the referees did not stop the play, so they've deemed the backboards as playable.
And that's something that was established before the tournament began, I guess.
I would say normally, whatever the direction that the ball is going, if something impedes it, that means that it's just a point for the other team. But they've deemed that playable, so we're going to play with them. And then that's another miscue there by Shantia Carr.
7 apiece. Marshall with a serve. Garcia shoves it across, picked up by Beasley. Marshall goes long, I think. The official on the far sidelines never indicated.
But they've called it in. Point for Alabama State.
Marshall again with a serve.
Roll shot.
To the opposite side, Dorsey, and Dorsey's got the kill.
Diamond just a little slow on the back. She's been doing a great job. She's been giving up balls that should have been down.
And there's a timeout on the floor. With the timeout, we will keep it here to remind you about all the championships coming up. We talked about football, but what about indoor track? 2015 SWAC Men's and Women's Indoor Track and Field Championships will be held at the Birmingham Crossplex. It happens the 21st through the 22nd. Finals carried live on the SWAC Digital Network. Visit SWAC.org for more information. Track not your cup of tea? Try on bowling. Fans, don't forget to support the 2015 SWAC Women's Bowling Championship. It will be held at the Bowling International Training and Research Center in Arlington, Texas, and that happens in March of 2015. 9-7 advantage, Alabama State forcing the if game and seem to be feeling just a little bit more comfortable after the pressure was applied in that opening match.
It seems like they're in command.
Yep.
It seems like they're in the driver's seat for this game, and that Southern is trying to, volley for position on the track. But right now, they're in front. They're in front, and they're just cruising right along.
But of course, we have seen time and time again how that momentum can change addresses very, very quickly, and Southern University will try to get things on track after the timeout. Marshall will continue to serve. And immediately delivering is Neubauer.
She's come in, and she's made some good plays and good blocks. So Coach made a crucial substitution, which playing out to be a good one.
Macias with a serve. And it is 2 hits by Brianna Dorsey. I think we talked coming out of the break about momentum, how it can shift quickly.
And there it has. Bennett trying to get it reestablished, but
setting up Dorsey. Neubauer tips it across the block. Dorsey hammering it over.
Yep. Defensive volley, that's awesome. And she, on its way out, it was touched by Alabama State.
Erica Smith reached up and got a hand on it.
It's a long point earned.
Might have gone out, but Williams went after it regardless.
Yeah, 10-10. We're back again.
And back to serve again is Brooke Beasley.
Brooke back in the game again. They're running that 6-2 style of offense, keeping their setter on the back row to make sure they have 3 attackers on front at all times. But it didn't matter on that shot because Malone went right through the block.
11-10 Southern University advantage. Back set, crushed over, but Williams able to pick it up. Scott trying to get the kill, but did not. A claim by Kelly, who is back onto the floor, that it popped the antenna.
And substantiated by the referee. Point awarded to Alabama State. All tied up once again.
Love to watch some of these ladies. You know, some you don't know what they're thinking. Others, the facial expression says it all. Malone is very facial expressional, if there is such a word.
She has those emotions on her sleeve, and she's letting you know how you can see how she feels at every moment. And then we have some that are just stoic, and they are just playing, and they don't want to let you know whether or not they're frustrated or not. But you know, I like both of them. I like the emotion, because she exudes it. But then I like the stoic play because you never know where they're coming from.
Dig by Clayton. Shoved to the backcourt, picked up in the deep corner by Wansang. On the net, trying to shove it back over was Clark, but could not.
What we're seeing now is we're seeing more longer volleys. And I don't think that's just the determination that each side has to get the ball up. Now, longer volleys do set up fatigue because when you play for a long time, you know, in one play, it's draining.
But does it also mean that maybe you're facing less kill shots, less really aggressive play on the other side of the net?
Means that your defense is on point.
12 apiece. Macias takes it across and Coleman receives. Setting up Marshall. Marshall with a shove. Sent over by Clayton. Wansang responds. Kelly. Why does it almost always seem like when we bring up the name Kelly, it's got a kill attached?
We might not start with her, but it definitely ends with Kelly. She's playing on a level I think that she may not have played all year. She's just coming out here and she wants to win for her team at all costs. On that play, if you'll see, when the ball didn't come to her, she immediately backed up into position, set me the ball. She wants it every time.
And with velocity or not, turns into an Alabama State point. Coleman to serve. Set one already won by State. It goes out. Teammates instructed and Malone complied.
That's a good job. And it seems like we're just going to have a back and forth game.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a battle fight to the end.
Setting up Kelly.
Smart play. Smart play. Nobody dink to the spot, not to the person.
Leilai Mata Lafaya. Kill. Crushing blow by Rosario.
She hit that one straight down the line. That was a great set. That was a great set by Brooke. Beasley back in the game.
Ellen Jones with the serve. Clark tried to get it over to the side, but could not. Went a little low.
And what's interesting is Brooke is now playing on the front row. Now they have both setters in the game, which is going to be a little bit more versatile for the team.
A bump pass that goes out, and the lead expands to 3.
Ellen has had two great serves. That's that floater, hard to defend.
Rosario
Aiming for that line again. Coach is telling her. Coach is shouting out instructions to Beasley as to who to set.
Conversation at the official. Right in the vicinity of our mic, tried to pick up a little bit of the conversation, but really couldn't tell exactly what the request was.
Normally when a player goes to the ref, she's telling the ref that when the team is serving, they're screening. And screening means the server serves over the 3 players and you can't see. So she told her that when they're serving, they're screening, and to make sure that she kind of give them a little space so they can see the ball.
We like having you on the broadcast, by the way.
I like being here. Thank you.
Timeout on the floor, 17-16, Alabama State.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
1-point advantage, Alabama State. You read some lips when a lady was walking off the floor ready to motivate her troops.
She did. Mila Marshall came out and she told her team, she said, let's do the work. And that's what a leader does. Just do the work. You do the work that's required, and that's what happens. You win. Or you're winning.
Lee Atamafala serving on the opposite side of the floor. It's delivered by Rosario. And Alabama State's lead 2.
Southern is just making some costly errors. They're in the right defensive positions, but yet they're either not getting to them fast enough or it's just going off the side.
Rosario with a serve, and
good.
Williams thought she had the pancake.
That one was a little bit hard to tell. But good serve by Rosario.
Marshall able to tip it across as Messia comes in to receive. Messia will aim for the cross court, and well, our cameramen have been in the line of fire.
Huh? They've been targets. Unwilling targets, but they've been targets. And we're at a timeout again.
And with a timeout, we're going to do the same as well. With a reminder that you're watching the SWAC Digital Network from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on the campus of Southern University.
If you are looking for exciting academic programs, Southern University is the place for you. Southern University has maintained its legacy of excellence for more than a century by offering top-notch programs like nursing, business, and engineering. So join the thousands of graduates who call SU home and enjoy all the wonderful opportunities offered at Southern University and A&M College.
20-16 advantage, Alabama State with the lead. Alabama State has now won 4 in a row on their way if Southern University does not come back of winning 5 straight sets.
Penny Lucas-White made some good substitutions by bringing Rosario in because she's giving quality points, quality hits, and just giving her a quality substitution.
Alabama State coming in as the top seed out of the East. 6-point lead now, and they Knocked off Prairie View, then got beat by Jackson State. Had to drop into the losers bracket. Beat Alabama A&M, then beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Got Jackson State back, and then earlier this evening knocked off Southern University.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. And like I say, they are in the driver's seat right now. Everything is working for Alabama State. Everything is clicking. They say all cylinders. All cylinders. Everything's working for them.
Southern University, on the other hand, trying to find that rhythm that got the victories over Alabama A&M, Texas Southern, Jackson State. (23-16), 2 away from a set 2 victory in now the championship.
Served by Rosario.
Beasley able to pick that up off the net, and the shot is into the deep corner for Chelsea Scott.
Chelsea Scott just has great leaping ability. Before the set's there, she's already up in the air, and she's just waiting to contact it.
Set point. Clark retrieves. Williams sends the free ball over. Hammered by Marshall. Oh my. Beasley just reached back, brought it back over. That ball looked like it was actually about the palm of the hand on the other side of the net, brought it back, and let Marshall get the kill.
That's the mark of a good setter. That's the mark of a good setter, that's knowing where her people are and her people are there to execute.
You mentioned earlier you were impressed with Beasley, and she continues to do nothing to depress you.
Nothing. She's leading her team.
2-0. Alabama State's got the lead. One more set, they've got the title. We are back on the SWAC Digital Network.
Boy, you gonna be in trouble this evening. You got a good man in front of you.
What makes a champion? It starts with desire. Then you need determination, because only one has the will to win. Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. Come and engage in the experience of the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. The Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It all goes down on Judgment Day. For more information, visit www.swac.org. Honor the heritage.
Started my Camry. Went to the auction. Won a storage locker. Found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner. Reunited them. Hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas to form a sturdy, spirited association. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. From the southeastern region of the United States in Alabama to the second largest state in the country in Texas, the parishes of Louisiana through the Mississippi River, and the natural state of Arkansas. Students from all over the world demonstrate the ability to perform, achieve, and excel in scholastic activities. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. Create your world of contacts and friendships that last a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
SWAC Digital Network, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We are on the campus of Southern University. And we're at the Seymour Gymnasium, where now 5 sets in a row have been won by Alabama State. And it may seem as though we are harping on the Lady Hornets, but when you've won 5 in a row, you've got a lot to talk about where Alabama State is concerned.
You do. I think that Alabama State coming in at 8-1, when they got that loss to Jackson State from under them, then they were ready. And then they've just been on a constant roll. They've been on a constant roll, as I say. They've been winning, beating people, and taking names. And right now, they pretty much have the name of Southern, because they have come back and they've won in that first match. And now they're just in command. Everything they're doing is working for them. They have 2 great setters, and the setters, they're utilizing all of their players.
But obviously, Southern University has proven that they are totally capable of winning, and winning in impressive fashion. They won the opening set, looked extremely nice against these Hornets. So what do they do in this set that could be their last of the season if they don't win it? What do they do to match what they did in the very first set of the day?
I'm not sure, but I do think that coach is going to have to motivate them, motivate them. It's something that's missing from game 1 to now. They have the players. They're still getting the big hits. They're still getting the big kills. But what's not happening is it's not executing into multiple points. It's only 1 or 2 points at a time. They need to find how to get on that roll so that they can earn 5 and 6 points at a time. And, you know, I used to tell my team, you beat somebody to 10, you beat them to 20, you beat them to 5, you win. So I think they need to try to get into the habit of being ahead, because they play from behind quite a bit.
Regardless of what happens here, Alabama State is into the NCAA tournament. What's it like for what is likely going to be a 16 seed playing a 1 seed, the giants in the world of volleyball in that NCAA tournament?
It's different. But I think when we come from the Southwestern Athletic Conference, we don't look at it as, you know, we're going to play a giant, although they are giants by, you know, every statute. We look at it as the fact that we have great volleyball players in our conference and that we're going to compete. We want to be competitive. We want to show them that we have big hitters, we have organized volleyball, and that we can play at a competition level as high as theirs.
Well, we are going to see who plays large in set number 3, a 2-0 advantage for Alabama State. If they win this one, they got the title. They're not only the SWAC champions, they're already headed to the NCAA tournament, so they'll have that big piece of hardware to boot. We'll find out who does what in set 3 right after we take this break on the SWAC Digital Network.
If you are looking for exciting academic programs, Southern University is the place for you. Southern University has maintained its legacy of excellence for more than a century by offering top-notch programs like nursing, business, and engineering. So join the thousands of graduates who call SU home and enjoy all the wonderful opportunities offered at Southern University and A&M College.
Childhood pneumonia claims the lives of over 2 million children every year, but fresh hope is at hand. One pioneering scientist is using nanobiotechnology to isolate, target, and cure this global killer. When Dr. Sri Singh isn't fighting the world's deadliest diseases, he's teaching biology at ASU. When we teach class, the world takes note.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas to form a sturdy, spirited association. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. From the southeastern region of the United States in Alabama to the second largest state in the country in Texas, the parishes of Louisiana through the Mississippi River, and the natural state of Arkansas, students from all over the world demonstrate the ability to perform, achieve, and excel in scholastic activities. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. Create your world of contacts and friendships that last a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Started my Camry. Went to the auction. Won a storage locker. Found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner. Reunited them. Hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
Look at Alabama State getting their final instructions before stepping out onto the hardwood. The expressions on the face seem to indicate comfortable. I mean, they feel comfortable where they are currently.
Comfortable because they have a 2-0 lead, but like you said when we started, comfortable that they're on a 5-set streak. And they've done it here within the last 2 hours. That's impressive.
And lead this one 2-0. Won the 3 straight in the opening match this afternoon with Southern University to force this if game.
And now they're poised to win. They know that there's only 25 points between them and the NCAA.
I don't know if Clark was looking our direction, but he's kind of like, you know what? We're ready. No big deal.
Okay.
You know, we can come back and do this.
Okay.
This is a tough squad to do it against, by the way, though. Alabama State, there's not many times they've led by 2. As a matter of fact, it never happened during the course of the season where they led by a couple of sets and then lost it 3-2.
Right.
But Southern is hoping to set 2014 history.
That's right. And again, it's any given, we're on Sunday, right? Any given Sunday.
That's right. Diamond Williams.
Let's see if Southern can put together a charge and they can come back.
Diamond Williams with a serve, and we get play underway. It is blocked back by Lafayette E. Matafeo.
1 point at a time.
Back set, Beasley steps up. And we're tied at 1.
Roll shot didn't quite make it. What's important for Alabama State is not to relax too much. Even though we smile, you still come out poised to earn those 25 points so that you can advance.
Malone with the bump. Received on the opposite end by Thompson. And Alabama State grabs the lead here early.
I would be interested to know what is Thompson's vertical. It's just, she skies above everyone else.
Reaching up, trying to bring the pass up to the front court is Thompson. It ricochets out of bounds. Tied at 2. Clayton on the serve.
There's Scott aiming for the line again, and she's connecting.
Three, 2 advantage. Side out for Southern U. It's Wan Sang who will serve for Alabama State. Three-2 game, 1 point lead.
Good reaching dive by Beasley to save that ball.
Malone
connects again through the block and off the antenna for a point.
Ties this one up at 3 each.
Floater serve.
And a block by Clark.
Solo block by Clark. Good job.
Here's Malone with a serve. Just clear the net, picked up by Coleman. And Williams cannot handle the Rosario shot.
Rosario has come in and been a quite effective player for Alabama State. She's blocking. She's made some good plays, and that's what we talked about, that bench that Alabama State has.
Into the net, and patting the chest saying, my bad, is Leila E. Matalafayo.
Southern needs to make a run. They need a defensive run right here.
Into the net, the service error from Coleman.
And perhaps they can start it with the service error.
Just clearing the net, picked up by Rosario. And it was the first pass, the bad one from Wanseng, that started things the wrong direction for Alabama State on their side.
Southern earning a point. Let's see if they can connect, and service error.
Tied again.
Crucial errors at the wrong times. Coach's nightmare. Coach's nightmare.
Southern University, Baton Rouge. SWAC championship, Ellen Jones to serve.
Looked like a double hit, but the referee, she allowed that one to go. It wasn't terribly bad, but had a little spin to it. I guess you say we're going to let him play this one out.
Here's Clark on the serve, just cleared the net, picked up on the opposite side by Smith. It is hammered home by Carr.
Carr comes in. That was perfect set. Perfect set.
And now a timeout on the floor, and the timeout asked for by Alabama State. 8-6 advantage, Southern University. They've got to win this one. Force another one, and another one to take the SWAC title.
Started my Camry, went to the auction, won a storage locker, found an old guitar. Tracked down the previous owner. Reunited them. Hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
There you go.
Clark will serve as action resumes. Rosario, and it ricochets off Carr. Carr gets the block.
Great block. That block was set well by Malone on the outside, and Carr came right in for the middle, and she blocked it cross court.
Hey, fans, don't forget to support the 2015 SWAC Men's and Women's Tennis Tournament. It's held at City Park Tennis Center in New Orleans, April 10 through 12. Wanseng up and able to shove it across is Marshall. Trying to track it down. Malone can't get to it.
Good hustle. Good hustle. Both teams are hustling on both sides of the net.
Current kill leaders, Kelly with 9 for Alabama State, and Malone with 8 for Southern University.
Bit of miscommunication, didn't know who was going to set that ball.
Beasley hits it into the net.
Which is a rare attempt for Beasley. That's always exciting when the setter gets the attempt to be in the books with a kill.
Macias with the serve. Aiming for the corner, misfiring is Scott. Got the official.
Out, but Southern makes another error, and they were in the net.
So scratch the one, add the other. Setting up Malone. It went over. May have caught the antenna. Is that what happened? Let's see. And now a replay.
I think that's an official's call on the replay. She actually blew the whistle, and there was no signal. So therefore, she just quickly decides we're just going to redo this one.
Did she blow the whistle because she thought it was in the net? I thought it was going to drop over, but then it kind of trickled across.
Yeah, but that one, in fact, did hit the antenna. So therefore, at that point, it would have been awarded to Alabama State anyway.
Marshall serving across. Back set for Carr, and it is blocked off of Chelsea Scott.
Block was there. She used just the outside of that left side blocker's hand, and it went straight down.
Blown opportunity there.
Yes, yes. That's what we call the happy birthdays, but they're not so happy when they go out.
A 1-point game as Beasley serves. And another shot. That's an errant one.
Fallon Clark is doing a great job. She is moving the ball around from outside to middle to back, but she needs her hitters to execute the plays and hit the balls in.
Beasley drops it in with a short serve. Malone shoves it across one-handed. Aiming towards the corner, but off. Did Williams get a hand on it, though? You got the contention by Bennett she did, but the official, I don't think, believes she did, and the point awarded to Southern University.
Southern needs to keep fighting. I mean, they're fighting for every point. And that's the only way they're going to get back in the game and win this set.
A kill from Bennett.
Bennett has great poise. What she does is she just waits and she looks and she scans the court for that opportunity to find where no one is, and that's where she puts the ball.
Tied at 12 all. Put over by Macias. Coleman receives. Back set for Kelly. Setting up Malone. Bennett kills it.
She hit to the right side the last time. She hits to the left side this time. Bennett's just going. She's showing her why she deserves to be on that floor.
Carr trying to hammer it over. One Singh picks it up. $13 apiece. Malone serving. Tipped over, pancake, and unsuccessful at cooking up the pancake was Clayton. The point awarded to Alabama State.
That's a smart play. That's a smart play. I don't think that anyone realizes how much it takes when you win a SWAC championship in order to get back to this championship match.
Beasley. Williams will shove it over with two hands. Coleman receives. Back over Kelly. Macias, right-handed tip across. Marshall's got it. Beasley says, let me handle this. Sets up Smith, but the shot goes out.
Out, but then there was a tip by the line judge called, so therefore a point awarded to Alabama State. Everything working in their favor.
And there's a timeout on the floor. With the timeout, we take a break too. 15-13 advantage. We are in what could be the end of the road for Southern University if they don't turn it around, down by 2.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Action resumes. Malone. Cross court goes Macias aiming for the line, and goes out. If you're at this point in the game and you're Southern University, do you have to play near flawless?
I think you have to be flawless. And if you're Alabama State, you can just start to salivate and taste this victory because you're already up 2-1 and you're, just 9 points away from repeating, which is truly hard to do, but not when you have Kelly on your team.
She has been dynamite. Double digits in kills, goes to the sidelines. Trotting onto the floor is Brooke Beasley. Now 10 kills for Kelly. Macias picked up in the backcourt by Jones. Macias aims off the fingertips of Marshall. Beasley.
That's that setter. She got that kill. I'm in the books. I'm in the books. She lets you know that I can not only set, but I can hit too.
It is kill number 1 for Beasley.
Wow. I don't know if I have any other words besides wow. Is it a hole in the floor over there somewhere? Because it has to be.
If there is, the Lady Hornets know where it's at. Carr swats, Marshall sends it back. Two-handed shove to the deep corner. Left side, there is a whistle, and that's got to be a violation on the Hornets side.
Set was just, wasn't the setter, but you know, everybody on the team's a setter if the ball comes to you and it's the second hit. So, still, 6 points away.
Clark with the serve. It drops in.
5 points away. And as you can see, the bench is starting to light up. Fans are in the stands, and they're starting to stand up.
Alabama State trying to capture their second consecutive SWAC title. Did it last year out of the losers bracket too. Off Beasley.
They take the long road, but in the end, it doesn't matter which road they take as long as they end up as SWAC champions.
Macias. Everybody's getting in on the kill act.
Oh, yeah. And what you understand is that some of these young ladies are new to the team. And when they're new to the team, they haven't experienced the SWAC championship excitement. So they're new to it, and everybody's bought into what it takes to get there.
21-16 advantage. Let me let you know that we're not the only championship in town for the SWAC. You've got softball, baseball, tennis, track and field, bowling, golf, and so much more. And certainly front and center it is football. The countdown has begun to the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It happens December 6th in Houston, Texas at NRG Stadium. Get your tickets, and for more information, visit swacfootball.org. Softball, by the way, in Decatur, Alabama. Baseball is in New Orleans.
See you there.
21-16 score.
Alabama has the lead and the serve.
Marshall handling the honors. 5-point lead. Macias sends it over, picked up by Jones. It drops into the backcourt. Bennett makes it a 22-16 game.
I don't know if I can say anything else about Bennett. She's done it all.
Shoved over Clark. Williams able to pick up the pass. Clark with a free ball across. Clark with a one-handed roll shot. Bennett wanted to use the right hand, had to use the left, but still got it across.
That's just terribly athletic when you go up to hit it with one hand and you're able to hit it with the other. But that's Bennett, and that's just how competitive and athletic she's played today.
Two away from set, match, and SWAC championship point.
Is it perhaps not salivating in what it tasted?
I would say, yeah. 23-17, 6-point lead. 2 sets to none. The advantage for Alabama State. You'll see it's not a particularly good pass, but it's back across.
And a free ball. And 4 hits on Alabama State's side. So again, that's only 5 points. Flawless is what's required. And 2 points is only needed.
Southern University just trying to get to a 4th set.
And it doesn't happen like that.
And now the backs of Southern University's Lady Jaguars against the wall.
Probably the one thing that you don't want to see down by 5 is the service error if you're a coach.
Set, match, championship point. Clark. Coleman will send it back across. Setting up Malone. Coleman with a dig. Sat on the net, trickles across off Beasley. Malone goes long. This one's over. Alabama State has won it again.
And that the celebration is what's required. When you work that hard from the loser's bracket to come back and win, and to do it again and repeat is hard. It's worth it, and these young ladies deserve the right to celebrate.
They were headed already to the NCAA volleyball tournament. Now they will head that direction with the SWAC championship trophy in tow. Well, it was impressive. And admittedly, we thought there might be more after that first set. That first set by Southern University, which when you go back now, it seems like it might have been a day or so back, but it was several hours ago when they opened up with that impressive win against Alabama State. But then you got 6 in a row, 6 sets in a row for the Lady Hornets.
And that's hard to do. That means I played a total match +1, and I won every one of them.
And by the way, they played earlier today too.
And they did. But I don't want to take anything from Southern University. They finished their season, but I mean they finished on a high note. It was impressive of who they beat in order to get here. So I don't want to take anything away from those young ladies. They played hard, they fought valiantly, but in the end, it just came up short.
Matter of fact, came in as a 3 seed, but they make it to the championship on the winner's side of the brackets. It is Alabama State that wins it all. Penny Lucas-White, we're going to pull her over after the celebration. We'll chit-chat after the break.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas to form a sturdy, spirited association. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. From the southeastern region of the United States in Alabama to the 2nd largest state in the country in Texas, the parishes of Louisiana through the Mississippi River, and the natural state of Arkansas, students from all over the world demonstrate the ability to perform, achieve, and excel in scholastic activities. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. Create your world of contacts and friendships that last a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Started my Camry, went to the auction, won a storage locker, found an old guitar, tracked down the previous owner, reunited them, hit the jackpot.
The bold new Camry. One bold choice leads to another. Toyota, let's go places.
If you are looking for exciting academic programs, Southern University is the place for you. Southern University has maintained its legacy of excellence for more than a century by offering top-notch programs like nursing, business, and engineering. So join the thousands of graduates who call SU home and enjoy all the wonderful opportunities offered at Southern University and A&M College.
Childhood pneumonia claims the lives of over 2 million children every year, but fresh hope is at hand. One pioneering scientist is using nanobiotechnology to isolate, target, and cure this global killer. When Dr. Sri Singh isn't fighting the world's deadliest diseases, he's teaching biology at ASU. When we teach class, the world takes notes.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas to form a sturdy, spirited association. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. From the southeastern region of the United States in Alabama to the second largest state in the country in Texas, the parishes of Louisiana through the Mississippi River, and the natural state of Arkansas, students from all over the world demonstrate the ability to perform, achieve, and excel in scholastic activities. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. Create your world of contacts and friendships that last a lifetime. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We will always carry a spirit of respect and competition. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Welcome back. We are at the Seymour Gymnasium, and we are on the campus of Southern University, where this lady right here has done it again. Penny Lucas-White, the head coach of Alabama State. They, for a second consecutive year, win it. Coach, you did it last year coming out of the losers bracket. Do you want to, kind of take the easy path?
We keep missing that memo, but my kids are so resilient. They were resilient. I'm so proud of those guys. They were still hungry, and it's something that they kept saying is that we're strong, and our fabric is strong as a unit, and they held each other up, and they really did. They did a phenomenal job.
Is it as sweet this year as last year? Sweeter, maybe?
Absolutely, because for us, although we won it last year, I made it very clear that's history. We want to do it now. We don't rely on anything that we've done in the past, but that class of juniors are phenomenal. Nothing to take away from the seniors, but it's something. They're so tight, they're so close, and they just hold each other up. This is a great group of young women.
I guess I would have to say that, when we talked a lot about, the team and being poised. And when I saw after a timeout, one of the young ladies came back on the court, I believe it was number 10. And as I watched her, she said, "Okay, team, let's do the work." Is that something that you instilled in them? She said, "Let's do the work." They knew that work was required.
Absolutely. They did something that just before we took off a couple weeks ago about who we are. We're honest. We have work ethic. We're faithful. We're diligent. We're trustworthy. We're authentic. We're transparent, and that's what they are. And they don't mind doing the work. We had to change our practice schedule and go 6 to 8 every morning. That's tough for a student athlete. But they wanted to win a championship again so all of them could be at the same practice, and they did that. And that's one group of committed young women.
That's awesome. And it shows.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach, I would love to keep you here, but I see these little trophy things they're going to hand out in a few minutes, and I guess you get more than just a cap. You get a big piece of hardware as well. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Awesome job, Coach.
Thank you, dear.
Represent us well.
Thank you so much for being with us as we celebrate Alabama State's victory. And, of course, Southern University had a tremendous season as well, came in on the winner's side of the bracket. We'll be right back to wrap things up on SDN right after this.
troublous evening, you got a good man in front of you.
What makes a champion? It starts with desire. Then you need determination, because only one has the will to win. Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. Come and engage in the experience of the 2014 Toyota SWAC Football Championship Weekend in Houston, Texas, December 6th at NRG Stadium. The Toyota SWAC Football Championship. It all goes down on Judgment Day. For more information, visit www.swac.org. Honor the heritage.
Nearly a century ago, 6 academic institutions joined each other in Houston, Texas. Since that time, they've developed to become one of the leading collegiate athletic associations in the world, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be a part of history. Be a part of the SWAC experience. Stand and be counted among the best in academics, athletics, music, stewardship. We are proud of our past and value our traditions. We are the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Honor the heritage.
Welcome back. SWAC Digital Network has been in Baton Rouge tonight, and Coach, it was at the onset we thought maybe it was going to be warfare that would take us deep into the night. But Southern University could not get that chemistry together that produced that opening set victory, 6 in a row for Alabama State. They take the title for the 2nd year in a row.
We talked about at the beginning, what would home field, home court, have an advantage? And it proved not to be at this point. It proved Alabama State came in, like I said, they were working on all cylinders. They came in poised, as Coach told us. They worked together. These young ladies changed their practice schedule, and that says a lot in order for them to play together. And that's what champions are made of. They're not made of here in these few games. They're made of in the off season, and that's what she did.
Coach, we got a few little extra reps in that we did not anticipate. Good working with you again. We know that this is it as far as the road goes in the volleyball season. Maybe a year from now we will rejoin, but again, great working with you. Great ball game tonight. Great atmosphere as well.
Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it, and I hope to work with you again.
We will look forward to it and look forward to you joining us next time on the SWAC Digital Network. For Dwyla Fisher, Robert Williamson saying so long.
Good night.